Now to our Kindness 101 series, where Steve Hartman and his kids share stories built around kindness and character and the people who have mastered those qualities. So what's today's lesson? It's imagination. That's why we played that song. This week, we revisit the story of a first grade class who used their imagination to take a very exciting field trip without ever leaving their classroom.
Good morning. This is Merrill.
And this is our word of the day, imagination.
Emmett, definition please.
Imagination is the ability to come up with pictures or ideas using nothing but your mind.
So you can't see it, you can't feel it, but it's still there.
Yeah.
You know, when I was little, I had a Superman costume. And when I put that on and went outside and run, I could circle the whole globe in like a second. Has your imagination ever taken you places?
Well, when I was little, we used to play this game when you were driving, where we would pretend that Jack Frost from the fairy books I used to read was chasing us.
We did.
And you would swerve on the road, and now I realize that was probably pretty dangerous, but
it was a very gentle swerve, but I had to get away from Jack Frost.
I don't know how you're going to explain to the cops that Jack Frost is chasing you.
That's great. But imagination isn't just child's play. As we get older, it fuels our creativity and helps us solve problems. So parents and teachers need to help us grow our imagination. Like the teacher in this story, my role model for fostering imagination.
You may walk to recess.
At the Trinity Leadership School near Dallas, Sonia White's first graders were flying high.
Come all the way back and walk.
Still reliving their amazing one-day field trip south of the border.
Where are you going?
Mexico.
To Mexico? I love your outfit.
It was my first time on a plane. We went inside a cloud. I saw the ocean.
Is that your first time seeing the ocean?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, you've got to be wondering, how could a school afford this? What kind of teacher does it take to fly a class of first graders to Mexico for a day? A very clever one. So just to be clear, you did not go to Mexico.
We did not.
You did not get on a plane.
We did not.
You never left the class.
We did not.
What you're about to see is a testament to the power of imagination and the magic teachers have to harness it.
Okay, let's find out.
After Sonia's students told her their one wish was to fly on a plane, she went full throttle on the pretend.
Boarding pass and your passport, please.
Created travel documents for each child, and then boarded them on their flight to Mexico.
Okay, guys, we are now at 13,000 feet. You may take out a snack.
We had a little turbulence. Boy, it did not scare me. But my friend Lorenzo had a rough landing.
Really? What happened to him?
He was like...
The buy-in really was remarkable.
One of my students saw somebody that night and they said, "What are you doing here? I thought you were in Mexico." And he said, "Yeah, we were. We got back at 3. And that's when I was like, they really think we went to Mexico. I'm writing you from Mexico.
Teachers everywhere could use more resources. But the best always seem to figure out a way to take kids places. Often without so much as a bus ride.
Did this fuel your desire for more travel?
Yes. Do you know North Korea?
Yeah, sure.
Probably I do not want to go to next.
I guess even pretend flights come with travel warnings.
Yes.
Sonia White joins us now. Hello, welcome to our classroom.
Hi.
So I heard that Southwest Airlines reached out to you.
They invited my class there to take a tour, to actually get on a plane. Welcome aboard. The plane didn't take off, but they did sit down and they were served a snack and a drink like we were in flight.
Did your kids go on any other trips, either figuratively or literally?
They did. During Black History Month, we went to Nigeria.
And what'd you do when you got to Nigeria?
What is Nigeria? In Nigeria, we went to a safari and then we had African food.
Do you ever still pretend, even when you're not with your class?
I pretended actually the other day that I was married to an NFL coach and I was going to a Cowboys game. But my husband definitely works for the post office.
That's great. That's great for everybody but your husband.
Right.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You know, this lesson just gave me an idea. We have a lake vacation planned this summer, but maybe we could just pretend to go instead. Or maybe you could just pretend that I'm funny. We'll see you next time.
Until then, stay kind.
Say
Oh my
kindness.
gosh.
Kids are like, we're going to the lake, Dad.
That's right.
I love that.
Oh, I love this
Mrs.
story
White,
so
you
much.
Go.
Great teacher. What a wonderful
Yeah.
what a
Sonia
wonderful
White.
person.
I like how she also, in her adulthood, is still imagining,
Yes.
using her imagination. I think it's.
As we all do.
Do we?
Really? You don't have thoughts like that, Vlad? Carried away by an NFL player?
No, I do. Yes, we do use our imagination at all points throughout the day and throughout our lives. But I just love how you fuel that imagination as a teacher when you're a young child. Now, the lessons that Sonia White is teaching these kids will last for a life.
But part of how she continues to connect is to be a kid on some level herself, which we all should retain.
Exactly right. But how about the kid saying that some people had a rough landing?
Rough landing.
Expression.
I also like when
loved it.
Steve is talking to them and he's very serious when she's like, maybe North Korea. He's like,
I love it.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
We love you, Steve.